Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry. And as you can see, I'm back on my floor. I actually had to go do a few things and I came back. Now it's about almost 2 hours later, I guess. And I just wanted to do a couple of things I wanted to show you. One thing is probably going to shock you, but this is actually a tile and grout brush on here. And I'm about to run it on this floor just so that I can show you that at least on this particular floor it's not going to do any damage. I've already done it before actually, but I just wanted to show you this. And now I know that, what can I say here, the concern obviously is that it's going to be too harsh on the floor. It'll scratch the floor, but I have run this thing on this floor before, never seen any scratches, and I've done it a few times. Now the bristles on this thing are actually made of nylon. So it's actually riding on the bristles, and the bristles, there's probably a few thousand of them on that brush. It's a fairly, I'll show you the back side, the bottom of the brush here, just to get an idea. Let's have a look at it. So there's actually a lot of area that's contacting the floor, and the amount of weight that's on here, say the machine weighs, I think it weighs like 75 pounds, and if I had something, well, maybe it weighs 80 pounds with the tank on there, but the actual amount of weight per square inch is actually pretty low, actually. And the bristles on here, here's one of the bristles. Can you see that? I'm not sure what the actual size is per se. There's my glasses, the frame of the glasses. You can see it's pretty small diameter. Now it's definitely a harder bristle brush than say is on the roto wash or the multi wash. But what's actually contacting the floor then, in a case like this, it's nylon, and it doesn't have any abrasion in it. It's just a nylon. And millions, not millions, but thousands of little contact points contacting the floor. Now, one of the reasons why you might want to use this is if the floor is sort of uneven. And before I go any further, I should let you know that I'm not recommending that you do this. I'm just showing you that I'm about to do it. And I know that that's something that I've never seen anybody else do, but anyway, we're about to do it, and we're going to take a look at what happens to the floor. Am I going to destroy it? Well, I don't think so. Actually, I know I won't, but famous last words. So we're going to run obviously on low speed. And one of the reasons why I think it's a possibility, at least on a floor like this, is to try to get at the wax, the polish that's stuck in between the joints there. Now obviously the multi-wash is an option, but what I'm wanting to do is to figure out how to do this the most efficient way possible using a rotary machine, because I know most of you guys out there wouldn't have a multi-wash. So what we're trying to do is figure out, can we do this all just with a rotary machine? And now this brush, by the way, will really scrub very well, actually. Obviously it's got, some stiffness to it. So it can really work at any wax that might be there. And why would it be a safe thing to do? My thinking is this, that everything has what's called a hardness rating, which is the Mohs scale, I believe they call it. And there's a certain amount of hardness that the Varathane will have compared to the hardness of the nylon filament of the brush. And the nylon filament of the brush is actually got a fairly low Mohs scale hardness. So in other words, it's the bristle that will wear before the floor, because the floor is harder than the bristle. So we're going to move all the way back here. And by the way, I'm running this dry, as you can see. I'm not adding any solution at all. Now, where this would probably be not a good idea is if you've got a floor where there are any bald patches where the varathane is worn through. So what I'm doing here is probably raising hair on the back of the neck of a few of the guys who might be watching this, but this is my practice floor, and I'm gonna try whatever I think of on here. And if I ruin it, that's okay. I've got more of it right there. Okay, so let's stop and we'll take a look and see, did I damage the floor or not? And I cannot see any indication of any scratches anywhere on this floor. So I'm going to say that in this case, on this floor, this nylon tile and grout brush is not causing damage. Now, having done that, let's switch over, and we're going to run a polish pad on here. The white polish pad just to finish the floor off. By the way, look at all the wax. Just threw it all over the place. I gotta vacuum it all out of there before I'm finished this project. Oh yeah, that's looking good, eh? And there's no indication of any scratching from that brush on here, because I'd be able to see it. In the light here. That's looking good, eh? I can see a little bit of wax on the end there, which I missed on the very edge there. Okay. I think that's it. So I'm going to coat it again. I think what I'll do is I will coat it again with Rejuvenate, because I've done the quick shine now. I used both the HG and the NanoMAAX, and I concluded that I think the NanoMAAX is working better on the quick shine. I have used the Rejuvenate, and I actually removed it the first time with Zep stripper, which is a no-no. Don't do that. So I'm going to put the Rejuvenate on, and then we'll leave it. Gotta leave it for at least 24 hours. I think a couple days maybe, and then we'll come back and I'll see if I can how effectively the NanoMAAX will remove the Rejuvenate, and then over the next day or two I'll also pick up a couple more types of polish. A couple other brands out there. We'll try them as well. But anyway, so far, yeah, we're figuring it out. I do think this is a very viable what I'm up to here, trying to figure out if we can use the pads to extract. Anyway, I'll keep you posted, and I'll keep posting these videos. I know that some of you guys out there are quite interested to see what's going on here. We're just sort of thinking outside the box and trying to experiment a little bit. So hopefully you're finding these videos enjoyable and thought-provoking, and if you got some suggestions for me, I'm welcome to them. Thanks for the suggestion about using the NanoMAAX. That was amazing. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So anyway, I'll let you go. I've got to clean out my mess and get my van ready for tomorrow, and it's going to be a interesting week. I've got a couple of really big jobs coming up, some repeat commercial jobs, which we'll be talking about in the future. So keep posted, and we'll see you next time. So thanks for watching, and have a good day.